Shalom. Kal halalim la Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaha Korash. Okay, double honors to the apostles, elders, elder bishops of Great Millstone, the men of the Lord, the mouthpiece of Yahweh Basham Yashai, double honors to them. Okay, and shalom to the prophets of that body. All right. And shalom to the 144,001 May peace and blessings be upon you and the spirit of endurance as we approach the end, Lord willing, sooner rather than later. Okay. But obviously, everything's going to happen in its divine time. But as an Israelite, you should be hastening the day. Okay. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yashai. And I know you, Jakes, are feeling it in terms of the way everything is so fast and moving so fast, and you feel like you're moving fast along with it. All right. And, I've noticed a funny thing as well. Actually, that's off topic slightly, but well, it is kind of on topic. Where if you've noticed, maybe it's just me. Oh, okay, let's talk about it. Why not? That your hairs are growing faster as well. Whether it's your beard, you trim it one day, and like in 2 days, it's like damn near 4 days growth. So you can see like your head hair. If you get a haircut every week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it is, you notice that by the time you're gonna get your haircut, it's like it's quite long, right? Or unless you self-cut at home, however you do it, you've noticed that your hair grows long very, very quickly, not like it used to, right? Well, that's another thing that popped in my head, thinking that time is blatantly moving fast. All right, and the Lord is spared up the time for the elect's sake, the book of Matthew. And on the left-hand side, Esau knows he's got a short time, so he's going to go quite crazy in terms of, like Esau. If you want to picture Esau, Edom, the so-called YT man, holding onto a rope, and on the rope, okay, there's oil being poured on it because he has to let go of the kingdom now. His kingdom is falling. And so he's scraping and scrambling and going crazy in terms of holding onto that rope, because once he lets go of that rope, he's going straight into hardcore slavery for 1,000 years under the spirit power of Yahweh Bashem El Shai, and being ruled with a rod of iron. And there ain't going to be no easy ride for Esau, Edom in the kingdom. All right. Okay. None of my Edomite slaves are going to be serving food in the kingdom. All right. Those MFers are going straight into hardcore slavery. Okay. There ain't going to be no house Edomites. All right. Only time as an Edomite you're going to see that's going to be in a house under some Jake. All right. Is going to be a fine ass Edomite woman or Edomite women, super fine ones that are concubines or lesser wives. That's the only time you might see that. Any men, they'll be hardcore in the king, they'll be in hardcore captivity straight up. All right. But nevertheless, and you heathens too. All right. Now, okay, I got that off my chest. Now I was thinking about, Elder Kazaki Allah, one of my favorite teachers from the GMS Mississippi camp. Elder always says that he's in the spirit. Elder always says that he's with GMS Chicago in the spirit, because he started out with the Elder Malcolm and the brothers in GMS Chicago. Another excellent camp, man. Beautiful brothers in all the camps in Great Millstone, right? Elder Kazak says that you're not missing out on anything in this world. When you see these people online flexing, all right. Now, if some Israelite out there is enjoying themselves, as they say in the world, kudos or good for you. Earn your money lawfully and then enjoy yourself. Nothing wrong with that. Now, but if you're just flexing with ill-gotten gains and you're pretending to be somebody that you're not, which a lot of these influencers are, basically bullshitting what they have and what they don't have, right? Because they're YouTube influencers. They're there to influence your mind, your thought patterns. And a lot of these people actually fall for it, even with AI. Okay, because Esau Edom has AI that is damn near realistic. You can't even tell. And then they've got different levels of AI. They've got AI that you can blatantly tell, that shit that everybody uses. Then you've got AI that's on another level, which you cannot tell. Okay? And so main thing is you're not missing out on anything. Okay. You might obsess over, it could be anything, man. Whatever demon that the Lord has put on you is, your height, how you look, your hairline, your skin tone, your blemishes. Um, it could be anything, man. You know, um, whatever. You fed up looking like an Israelite foreigner. You want your original look back. You don't want to be what you call put in the circle of heathens. If you're an Israelite foreigner, saying that if you look like, say, a Chinese guy, but you're a Jake, and you say, man, and you say to yourself, man, I don't want to be put in the same group as these damn Moabites. You're saying in your mind, I'm a brother. And some of us Jakes think like that, you know. So there's many flaws, and you sometimes think to yourself, oh, I didn't get that, the Lord blessed me these women when I could have got those women, and they were finer, and they were checking me out, and they were, especially if you're a good looking guy in your younger days, or when you still look good, women still check you out, but the Lord didn't give you those women that you wanted, because no matter how fine they were, but the Lord gave you some fine women, but not the ones that you desired, right? That happens sometimes as well, you know. And sometimes when you don't get these things that you actually desire, right, even though they're lawful, it's sometimes Yahweh Hashem Mashai protecting you from making a mistake. Okay, the Lord might say, okay, that woman ain't right for you because you don't have the mindset to deal with a woman like that, because she could, you know, uh, give you a plague of the heart. You might fall in love with her. She could make you fall off. You know what I mean? Because the men usually love harder than a woman, and that is true. Okay, and when men usually love the woman more than the woman loves the man in certain cases. All right, and as even the elders say, man, in the world, go for women that go for you. Single, attractive females that are single, of course, not attached, not betrothed, not engaged, not with a man. Right? They like you, and you think, okay, she's all right. She's nice looking. She's got nice shape. You go for her. Go for the women that go for you. Right? Whatever it could be. You didn't get the right job, or you didn't succeed in certain areas in life. Okay, at this point in time in 2026, you shouldn't even be thinking like that. Okay, I used to think like that, but as time has gone on, I don't think like that anymore. I just think that, right now in my mind, I've got the golden ticket. Okay, this is better than a golden ticket? Like in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, that kid was looking for the golden ticket to go into the chocolate factory. All right, I haven't seen that movie in years. The one I saw was in the 80s or 70s, with the Gene Wilder one, the old school one back in the day. All right, I ain't seen the Johnny Depp one, whatever his name is, Johnny Depp. Yeah. Um, so you've got the real golden ticket. Okay, what people have in this world, right? What you think they're enjoying is a consolation prize to what you have. Okay, it's a consolation prize. You've got the real deal. And if you can feel it through the spirit, that spiritual confidence that Yahweh Shemashai is blessing you with, and you've gone through certain trials and tribulations, and you've come out with flying colors. All right, you didn't take the what do you call it, the 1-9 thingamajig. You didn't take that either, right? When that was happening, okay, that's another test or another hurdle you've overcome. You shouldn't dwell on these things, because what we're gonna get, which is very soon, this isn't 2,000 years ago. This isn't not the 1950s or the 60s or the 70s, where you've got to wait ages just to get to that point where you will see a glimpse of hope, meaning that these prophecies are coming to pass. Prophecies were coming to pass then, but the main prophecies now, World War III, Revelation 11:14, the Charagma prior to World War III, Revelation 13:16, Jeremiah 30 verse 7, Jacob's trouble. All these things are coming. They're just going to be amplified. You can hear it. People are not even questioning these things anymore. People are not even questioning. People used to question, oh, the president. They used to see the president like Kennedy and all the other presidents. These people used to see their presidents like the second coming, like the Messiah. They would have pictures of their presidents and the leaders up on walls, along side by side with Caesar Borgia. All right, people don't have that not anymore, because there's no respect for kings or princes, or the heads of state anymore. All right, they don't have no respect for them anymore, because they're tired of them, and because the truth is coming out about how these people behave, all these Epstein files and this, that, and the third, and Trump, and all the truth is coming out. The skirts are being lifted of these devils. Okay, World War Three, Esau Edom, the Trump making all these promises that make America great again, and Esau Edom's crying out saying, "Oh, you're going to make America great now? Is America great now? Is America great now?" You know, paraphrasing scripture. When the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Okay, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn, and the people are mourning. All right. All right, Esau, Edom, the heathens, we don't care about. You non-Israelites, we don't care about you. Esau, Edom, the white man, we don't care about you. Okay, the 2/3, we don't care about you either, because you are on Esau, Edom's side, and you were the same ones that rejected Yahushua when he came on the scene 2,000 years ago. All right, but you elect, we care about you. All right, the elect care about each other. Okay, we got great things coming, man. Great things. So don't dwell on your shortcomings, your flaws. All right, try and improve yourself with what access you have, whether it's physically, spiritually, whether it's spiritually, physically, mentally, financially, and do everything in a lawful manner, and the Lord will bless you. All right. Okay, let's go to this. I typed in, what does it mean by dwelling on your shortcomings? ARL view. Dwelling on your shortcomings means obsessively focusing on your flaws, mistakes, or perceived failures for an extended, unproductive period. It is a form of negative rumination, a repetitive cycle of self-criticism that rarely leads to solutions, but instead traps you in feelings of guilt, shame, regret, or anxiety. Okay, that's for people in the world. Okay, that's why there's so much backbiting, so much what's that word, man? Envy. Okay, all right, so much envy, where you want to take next man's stuff, next man's things. Okay, which is a sin in itself. You're not supposed to be envious of your brother. You're supposed to say, "Hey, man, good for you, brother. You're doing well. You know, you got a good job. You're doing all right. Good for you." You shouldn't be obsessed, and because everyone's life path, everyone's blessings are different. Those that are getting in this world, all right, this is their world. Okay, they're wicked and they got their blessings in this world. But you righteous, you underdogs, you're going to get your blessings in the world to come. Okay, because the things of this world that are temporal. Okay, let me get that scripture first. Things. A couple of scriptures, and I don't want to make the video too long. 2 Corinthians 4:18. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. We got the real. We're the real eternals. We got under the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemashai. We got our world coming, and the Lord is blessing the elect, the hopeful elect, with spiritual dreams, visions, and we can see things during the day. I've seen a rainbow about twice in the space of 3-4 days. I think the last one I saw was Friday. Then I saw one again on Sunday. Rainbow twice. I've seen rainbows quite a bit. I've seen spirally rainbows coming out of the sky, like it's the same rainbow around the Lord's throne. I've seen some things, man. All right. And the Lord is giving you these spiritual numbers, these dreams, these visions, this spiritual confidence, letting you know you should be feeling exhilarated every day. All the hopeful elect should be singing to themselves, whether it's spiritual songs or even a worldly song. You should be in a happy mood because we got great things coming, man. And we're at the end of this MFA, We're at the end of this, okay? We're at the end of this. John 15:16, okay? And this is a blessing to be chosen by Yahweh Bashem Mashai, because you were the first fruits, okay? And you were, you were with the Lord in the beginning, right? We were with the Lord in the beginning, and now we're back again, okay? And those same people, or the same Jakes, are being chosen again this time around. And that's why it feels like deja vu. Okay. And that's why when you see spiritual things, when you see orbs moving on your ceiling or around you and you can see them, it's like in the movie Predator. It's cloaked up. Like in the scene, you see like something moving. It's like that. And it's not a demonic, by the way. Demonic dreams we've had, and we know the difference between demonic and the righteous side. The righteous side, angels, when they flow by, you can feel your hair standing up on end and you feel this warm feeling and it's this exhilaration and happiness. Okay? So the Lord has chosen you from the beginning. And that's why you understand everything. Everything fits like a glove, a bespoke glove. It's custom made for you, just fits, you know? You're supposed to be due diligent and do your own research too, but even before you did any kind of research, it just sits, it just fits. It's like click, click, click. Where have you been all my life? It's like that. John 15:16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you. All right? And the Lord's given you blessings in the type of knowledge that you have and the kind of way you can expand on this truth and teach others, or whatever you can do in your particular lot or your particular office, you're going to do that. All right? Whether it's just making videos even. All right? You're going to do whatever is in your particular remit, whatever you've been blessed with. All right? You can't just learn this truth and not pass it on, you know? Revelation 3:20, behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come in to him and will sup with him and he with me. Okay? The angels are working with us, man, under the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. Okay? I've seen a lot of spiritual things, man. As time has gone by, the Lord, has I mean, listen, any hopeful member out there, you should be in a good mood. Yes, we go through hell every day, but there should be a smile. When something isn't the way you want it to be in an ideal, well, in this world, all right, I always think to myself, man, in the kingdom, man, everything's going to be right. We're going to see the Lord. We're going to behold our King. Lord willing, he's looking at us with favor in his eyes. We're going to be changed, Lord willing. You're going to look great. You're going to feel great. Real food, water. We're going to be with the Lord, the knowledge, doing everything right, praying to Yahweh Shai, man, with your brothers, your family, happiness forever, never growing old, no aches and pains, spiritual power flying, having these crackers and heathens under subjection, droves and, just endless line of beautiful women, wives and concubines for each Jake that's specific to you, And I'm saying a bunch of stuff, but there's way more. And the world is going to be refreshed and beautiful. Okay? So what would you rather have? Would you rather be a rich hip hop star or R&B singer on this side, where you could do some disgusting rituals, right? And then have, and just to maintain your good looks, right? You're aging, you're 50 plus, and then you get a hairline tattoo just to look young, get your teeth capped. Now, nothing wrong with getting your teeth capped and taking care of yourself. I'm just saying, nothing wrong with taking care of yourself. Don't knock that. But I'm saying a hairline tattoo, really? Do you really want to, take steroids to look muscular or whatever? Why not just work out and be consistent and get your diet right? So if you look at it on the left-hand side, people try and look how people will be in the kingdom. They try and be more muscular. They want to look young forever. And look at the things that they've got to do. Adrenochrome and all that other shit. And we know what's going on. If you watch the channel GMS Dedication, the brother is bringing out tons of news, man, on the left-hand side. And we've been knowing about it ever since YouTube has been expanding on the knowledge. And brothers have been bringing out knowledge under the spirit power of Yahweh Shai. Okay, I've just mentioned a few things on the tip of the iceberg. Man, the kingdom's going to be beautiful. So don't think and don't dwell on your shortcomings in this world, because we got great things coming, brothers. Great things. All right. And this is the one. Luke 10 and 20. Notwithstanding, in this rejoice not that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven. You know, I sometimes even dwell on it. What is my what will the Lord name me? You know, or maybe through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah, we already know our names. That's why we chose specific Hebrew names. We know there's a lot of great things to find out, man. Let's go. Let's read it again. Luke 10 and 20. Notwithstanding, in this rejoice not that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven. Kal halalim la Yahweh ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai ba'Hashem Rakak Kodash Moath Abad Babal Kwam Yashrala Shalom.